welcome to Ear Candy with Moi. And joining us in the studio today is Shannon Flo Robinson out of Kinston. What's going on?
What up, y'all? What up, y'all? Glad to be here.
So tell us, how did you get dubbed the King of R&G?
Okay, all right. Basically, R&G started honestly in Delaware. That's where I'm from. I happen to be listening to a lot of music, and me personally, I kind of got stuck with the typical R&B, you know, the fly cars, the candy, the love story, the breakups, and it was like I had more to say besides just that. You know what I mean? I didn't just live that life.
Okay.
Actually, was in, I was in the streets a little bit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I had more of a story to tell, and I felt like, what kind of way, how can I do this without being labeled?
How can you tell your story without the stereotype?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. As an R&B artist, they put you in a kind of a box to where though you kind of not allowed to talk about stuff like that.
Yeah.
And honestly, it wasn't until I was on YouTube and I happened to see this one artist, August Alsina, honestly. August Alsina. And he had this song called
Entanglements.
Honestly, he had this one song. It was Entanglement, but right before Entanglement, he had this song called I think it was Shoot or Die. It was like a remix from Justin Timberlake's Ride or Die or something like that. And he kind of remixed it.
Okay.
Now, August Alsina, he's a R&B singer.
Right.
But the way he did it was on some rapping / singing type stuff, and that's the first time I heard it like that. Now you heard Nate Dogg, he had his way, with rhythm and funk.
Right.
But the way August Alsina did it, I was like, yo, as a singer, we can do that? We can talk about that? And then once I heard that, everything changed. I was like, but yo, it's no sound for this. It's no type of genre, because it's not R&B, but I'm not rapping.
So that's how R&G came to be, which stands for Rhythm and Gangsta, by the way.
Rhythm and Gangsta, yes, ma'am.
So let's get into your upcoming release, Neva Ride.
Oh, yes.
Why did you write it?
Oh, okay. I wrote Neva Ride from a situation that happened in Delaware. I'm not gonna go into too much specifics about it, but basically, it's a kind of live and learn type of situation. I was sitting there with my wife. Yes, I'm married. I was sitting there with my wife, and she was like, "You always go for the typical R&B stuff. Why don't you talk about something that really happened? Why don't you talk about?" She said, "Talk about what just happened." I'm like, "But this song, you can't do that with this. This is an R&B song. You can't do that." She said, "Ain't you trying to change it? Ain't you trying to do the R&G thing?" I was like, "Yeah, you right." She said, "Change I Will Never Lie to I Would Never Ride."
That's
and
how the magic happened.
That's how it happened. Once that happened, it was like, hold on, I got something here. His Ride, honestly.
It sounds really good.
Thank you.
Can you give us a clean snippet of it?
Okay. Fake people like you won't last forever, no. And that's on everything.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that was hard. I didn't realize how many things I had in there to try to have it.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me on here.
This is Ear Candy with C. Until next time on Hello ENC.